Hello, welcome to.
Swag FM, the swaggiest show on the radio.
I'm Amy McSwag, and today we will be discussing the topic of games, more specifically, the story of games and how good they really are. This is a response to an interview with George Lucas and Steven Spielberg, when they both agreed that gaming would never be able to provide the same type of rich experience traditional storytelling does. But are they right? With me today, I have Jack McChomchom, Tom McSwaggins, and Josie Big Mac, who are here to discuss the recent interview.
Hey guys, I'm Tom. Thanks for having me here.
So Tom, your opinion on this interview?
Well, obviously the gaming industry has always been full of controversy, but in my opinion, I would have to agree with Lucas and Spielberg. You're going to have people who will always believe that games have better stories, but at the moment it's hit a dead end. The industry is filled with repetition. So many games have the same stories. Look at the Call of Duty series, for example. The story and the campaign mode pretty much stays similar. Games are so busy working on improving the graphics that the storyline just isn't getting the boost it needs.
Fair point, though you might want to bear in mind that games aren't the only medium that repeat stories. After all, a fantasy book tends to have the hero and the villain, whether it's obvious or subtle. There are even films that repeat the same kind of story sometimes. The history of film began in the late 1880s, when the first movie camera was invented. However, films created before 1930 were silent films, so at this time they may not have been the best form of storytelling available. Nowadays, a lot of films are created based on books, so there is a lot of controversy on whether books or films are better, though it does tend to come down to professional opinion.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. There are games out there which are pushing the boundaries of storytelling. The Last of Us, which was considered one of the best games of the year, has a fantastic story to it, which allows you to relate to the characters and you carry the emotional scars with your character. The way the characters act makes them seem very realistic and you can connect with them very easily. They are very natural and will have casual conversation as you are walking around the world, pointing out things they have seen and talking about things that happened in their lives. There was a very rich backstory and you can really feel why Joel, who is the main character of the game, was so reluctant to take Ellie on their journey in the first place. The prologue of the game, where his daughter dies, is very upsetting and you can really feel the character's emotion.
Very good point. I mean, surely if you as a player can relate to the character through what happens to them, then surely there must be some good story there somewhere, right Josie?
Yeah, I'm totally Big Mac and I totally did agree with that, you know. You're looking at the big league there, but so many games don't work like that. I want to look at games like Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm series. You have a that linear storyline, which means that you can't go off on side quests or explore the game world. That the fun. Where's the fun in that? Not to mention that it at standards as it based on other means anime series because the game was created for a generate audience, including of so much dialogue that it became unnecessary. For some people, did great gameplay and the immersion in the storyline.
I can see your point there, bearing in mind that this won't apply to all games. I would say that it depends on the popularity and size of the series, but then again, Naruto is considered to be very popular. The new Tomb Raider game could have had the very same problem, though the opportunity to deviate from the storyline and explore other places such as tombs gave the game more variety.
Agreed. The new Tomb Raider game is basically before she became a Tomb Raider. It's the story of how her situation forced her to adapt. See, this storyline could have gone very wrong simply because people are so used to the Lara Croft that we know and love from over the years. But the storyline allows you to view the development of the character and how she grows. Looking at reviews of the game, there are many positive responses. For example, someone stated, when it comes to jaw-dropping set pieces, Lara's adventure rivals those of Indiana Jones and Nathan Drake.
So there seems to be positive responses to that game. We had someone call in earlier stating that this origin story is a terrific adventure that balances moments of quiet exploration with plenty of rip-roaring action to keep you enthralled from start to finish. Unfortunately, that's all we have time for today. Join us next time for another discussion on
Swag FM.